Don't forget, Footy Fanatics.
Okay, welcome to round 13 of Great Southern Football League. The Footy Fanatics are here, and we've got another very special guest, John Griffin.
Who's that?
Mark Kilmatry.
No worries.
And Mark is here simply because it's NAIDOC week.
Yes.
Not simply.
Not simply, but-
You're welcome anytime, Mark.
You're in presence of royalty here.
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
are.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's a terrific leader right throughout our the Fleurieu Peninsula and beyond. And Mark, you also run cool tours. You do a lot of education. You do a lot of awareness on the culture of the Indigenous people, and it's just terrific. And welcome aboard, mate. It's
No
great.
worries, thank you. It's my pleasure. I've always wanted to get on this. I watch you guys regularly, and now I can tick it off the bucket list.
Well, don't perform too well. We might invite you back.
Hey, Mark, here we are at beautiful Wollonga. It's a Wednesday night. The girls will be training, and we're just looking up at the showcase there, Michael, of all the trophies. There's one up there in particular I'm looking at. What year was that?
Which one are you looking at? Hope it's not 06 or 07.
It's 06 and 07, okay. Yeah,
right.
end of the story.
Yeah.
Well, should we get on with those
Yeah,
two rounds?
we do. Yeah, and Mark, feel free to jump in.
Sure.
You know, I hope you've done your research. Now, the first game, Strathalbyn and Victor Harbor, should be an absolute classic. Both sides are fighting for.
Well, it's about who wants to play finals.
Yeah,
Correct.
That's what it is.
Yep, it is. It's
This will come down to this. Who
Yep.
wants to play finals?
Yep. Both Strath, well, they rolled Langhorne Creek last week, and Victor rolled Encounter Bay. So now they're both level on points. Victor's 6th, Strath are 5th, and she's going to be on for young and old, John.
And as we called it last week, we both mentioned Elms and McKinnon, and we talked about the pace around the ball on the outside with Vincent and Barillo.
How good were they?
And they enjoyed the freedom of the big oval at Encounter Bay, and the tackling machine of Yeomans was also impressive. And I was really impressed at the end with Kleinig and Bartram in the back half. You know, Kleinig he just looks like he's having a lot of fun out there.
Yeah,
and
Dylan's
he stays calm.
Yeah, Dylan's one of our favourites, and I thought the other one in the fence too, Nick Dowling,
Yeah.
did a terrific
Yep.
job. Young Nick, it's good to see him up there playing A grade. Just want to see Ollie. If they want pace, get Oliver Dowling on that wing too, and he'll be absolute dynamite. But
Now, if one of the Elliots, can you keep the Elliots away from me after the game this week? Because I didn't back them again.
No.
And straight away they're on the phone.
well, that would have been Mark or was it Sam?
Yes. Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I
I'll tell
don't
you
know
what.
the difference.
Well, Mark can be on the phone because he's backing it up with some damn good footy.
Yeah.
He played a beauty on the weekend, and Xavier Redden's playing well. And of course, Victor's biggest issue is how they stop Ben Simmons and Riley Clamp.
Yep.
You know, they kicked 7
There's
goals
7
last
goals,
week.
yep.
And you know, I don't know about you, Mark.
I don't think anyone can stop Ben Simmons.
If he's on, he's on. Isn't
He's
he?
on.
Yeah.
When he's on song, no one can beat him.
No, he's a star. But obviously, at Victor Harbor Oval, I think the Roos will get up.
Be a big day there with a 100 club dinner be a big crowd inside the club rooms. I know that, Michael.
Oh yeah, we'll be having a couple of cans, John.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think?
Victor will get up.
Well-
No Brody Martin and Strath. That's the end of them.
Oh,
Wow.
there we go.
Hear that, Elliots?
That's it.
That's the end of
The
it.
Roos.
Don't upset Sam
Yeah.
and Mark. I've told you before.
All right, now, Sam and I'm going for Victor at home.
Don't do that. Don't follow me.
Yeah, okay. Well, you didn't say anything. Come on, Coach.
Righto.
Next game is Myponga and Encounter Bay. We're going back to where we
Myponga
should have.
Selix.
Myponga Selix in
Yeah.
Encounter Bay. Big shout out to my mate Hoops over there, who's had a bit of COVID, and he'd be so impressed with Tommy Carroll being back in the side and being named in the VPs.
The Mudlarks are absolutely wetting themselves right at this minute, the way Tom Carroll's
I
strutting his stuff.
I don't know about that, Michael, but you know, if that's
Well, I
where you
am,
want to go,
because he is our
okay.
prototype. He's the player you want.
It's 72, you wet yourself. Sorry. That's life, my
Well,
son.
you would know.
Yeah. So,
I'm not quite there yet.
Myponga versus Encounter Bay. Look,
Yeah.
when was the last time Basham, I know we're not talking about Victor now, when's the last time Basham only scored 1 goal in a game in a winning team?
I don't know. Why?
Well, last week.
Okay.
So who stood him? You were there?
Yeah. Right, Lockie Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what? What's that going to do?
Well, this week, Lockie's got another big job.
Right, Matt Watkins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Right,
Thank you
okay.
for getting on the same
Well,
page.
yeah, but how many does Lockie Williams got to stand? What about the 2 Kennedy boys that rotate through the forward line? They have got so many Chalmers and Proud. They've got so much happening for them. Ogilvy, Kempster.
Yes.
They have got, so they're absolutely a fully rounded side all over the eight. And look, in Canterbury have got the jitters at the minute. I wrote about it.
Yep.
Get your Fleury's son,
Yes.
because the coach has said this, that in Canterbury have got the jitters and they need to regroup this week. And I don't think Waiponga Oval's the perfect place to start.
No. But I know Lippert will put his hand up again. I know Pettit will put his hand up again.
Yep.
Tarka, 5 goals last week. Had the game in his hand there, set shot. And missed the important one, and I could feel the bays actually surging to that stage, and watch their heads drop. And my other boy that I really like, and I'll think of his name in a minute. Who else do I like, Michael?
Oh, you like a lot of them, yeah.
Kruger.
Yeah, Bradley Kruger.
Bradley
Yeah.
Kruger. You know,
You like Bradley?
was
Yeah, I
caught-
like Bradley too.
He was caught behind, and he went for the big mark. And if he'd put his fist into it, you know, that's what we want to see with
Yep.
defenders. But it
course.
went down that end, they got a goal from it, and I said they were the 2 defining moments in that last quarter for me.
Okay.
I mean, the whole game's of moments.
Yeah, there was, John.
Yeah, I
I think,
know.
I think you tend to focus too much on just
it
one
was-
single moment.
No,
and
I
forget
think
about
well,
the
I
team.
just said 2.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
but,
yeah.
look, but I
You
think,
know who the Bays are missing is Ben Miles.
yeah, they are, but there's nothing. People are injured all the time. You know, you can't. You know, different if you had 6 or 7 out.
Corey Gamble,
Corey Gamble goes okay.
Wade Sweetman.
Yeah, James Brown goes all right. Wade
Yeah.
Sweetman go well. But I think the big matchup's going to be Callum Tonkin and Whitford.
Yes.
In the ruck.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's where it
I
is.
rate
'cause-
Whitford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whitford goes okay.
Yeah.
And if he can break, if Callum can get on top and give the on-ballers at Waiponga and Encounter Bay first use,
Yeah.
I think the Bays will be in a good chance to get enough opportunities up front. But the whole thing is, I just think the way the Mudlarks are working around the middle at the moment, I reckon they'll get up at home.
Yeah. And I've never thought I'd say it. I'm picking the Mudlarks too over there.
Right. What
Oh,
about
I
you?
reckon the Bays.
You're going for Encounter Bay?
Encounter Bay.
Well, why do you think that, Mark?
I just think they just know the importance of it.
Right.
They know what it's going to need, because if they lose that, they'll lose so much confidence.
Yep.
Whereas I think the Mudlarks can fight back for anything. They'll just continue fighting, but the Bays need to win. It's psychological.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's critical because the pack starts to come in Encounter Bay if they
Exactly.
drop this one.
They
And all of a
lose this
sudden,
one.
what we said about a month ago that the 4 were locked and loaded, that's all of a sudden taking a bit of
Yeah.
a. It's
Oh,
flipped
yeah.
on its back now. So,
All right, that's very good, and some good comments there. Willunga versus Yankalilla,
You know
Yeah.
why there's some good comments here, John?
because I didn't get the chance to say
we
much.
actually listened to Mark Comatry for a change.
This happens every week.
Yeah, don't worry, I know. I know how you're treated. Don't worry about
I
that.
reckon he was a bully at school, and it's
Exactly.
continuing.
I was
Yeah.
bullied at school.
Yeah, Willunga versus Yank, and you know,
Oh.
I spoke again to Big Bad Brad Haskett.
Yep.
Today, and
Doesn't he play his best football when he is Big Bad Brad?
and he was angry Brad last week. You know,
He
he's
got the-
sulky
he was their-
Brad.
He was their best player.
And he was
last week.
best player last week.
Yeah.
And he's told me, Griff, we still haven't clicked.
Oh.
If they haven't clicked, good
Yeah,
luck.
but you know, to Mitch Portlock, you know, with his team this year, he really hasn't had the full list ever available on any given
Well,
week.
hold on, didn't you just
And you
say
talk-
that about...
Yeah, I know, but you mentioned
Oh,
one.
now, okay.
I'm talking about he's had half a dozen out on a
Yeah.
consistent basis.
Okay.
And I would say that Brett Meagle's been one of the most consistent footballers for them. And I'll put my head
Yes.
up now to say that he'll be finishing in the top 5 in the male medal if he
Yes.
doesn't win it.
Yep.
Because Cam Hutchins, when he's played, he's polled pretty solidly as well. So, look, you know, Billy Cook's going really well.
Meagle again.
Braden Aldous is
Yeah.
starting to hit his straps
Yep.
too, playing some footy. And of course, we love the Scott boys.
Scott boys as
Yeah.
well.
So,
What do you like about Willunga?
Oh, Willunga, Miles Warmington.
Yes.
I still love Miles.
Yeah.
You know, and what do you reckon I would?
yeah. We also like Brian Fenton. His
Brian
partner.
Fenton, no, don't worry.
Yeah.
They've still got it in them.
Yeah.
I better support them. They might come back home to Meningie next year. I'll chuck that up.
If you come on to just
Just talk about Meningie, just better recruiting.
Recruit people.
That's what I'm here for.
All right,
Come
then,
on.
tell us about the greats of Meningie.
Well, you know, like, we won our first premiership in 2001 because we got a heap of guys out of Great Southern. You know, Darren Mansell was playing down here,
right.
Scotty Baggs, Kimmy White.
Oh.
We took them all. Adam Moller.
Yeah.
We took them all.
Yeah.
And we won the flag, our first ever.
Yeah.
So,
How many years of Meningie in the comp before they won that flag?
100 years.
Wow.
In our 100th year, we won it.
There's a chance for South Adelaide.
Because of Great Southern.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go. I don't think we need to talk anymore. I reckon that's the show.
That's
it.
the show.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We'll see you next week. Have you got anything to say about Yank though?
Poor Yank, they just battling away, and You know, I think it's great that they're fronting up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great that they're putting a team out in the park. You know, obviously they need a lot of work done
Yeah, yeah.
to build themselves back up to that mighty club that they are.
Yeah.
Correct, Mark. And the whole thing is, though, last week was probably one of their best performances, other than the win they had against the Magpies
Yeah.
earlier this season. But they went down by 39 points to second place side, Moponga Selix.
Yeah.
They really pushed them, kicked 10 goals. Our mate Matty James kicked 5.
Yes.
And what do you say when you hear about Brad Fitzgerald, Jack Fitzgerald, Matty Wilson? You know, these boys are the heart and soul of
That's
Tiger
the family
Link.
of
You know.
family of Yankalilla.
Yeah, and you got Billy, and yeah, Billy Hogbin's another
Yeah.
one.
Well, Michael, it's going to be Wollonga starting their run.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you sort of talk it up about the
Yeah.
Tigers, it's Wollonga will win this one.
Righto.
You agree? Do you?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just listen to people.
I'm listening to Mark. I'm looking at him and saying,
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
Thank you. Right. Next one is Goa. Port Elliot.
Thank you.
You've got to get that in. Do
Yeah,
they
you do.
even exist? Port Elliot. Goa, Port Elliot
aye.
versus
Teddy.
Wollonga North.
Shows no
Oh no,
respect.
it's McLaren actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I got it from good advice last week. My mate Stobie Pole down there at McLaren told me this was a game of ruthless tackling last week. He said it was a fantastic advert for our football. The arena was packed and there's a big crowd in, and he said it was just a great game.
Well, doesn't that augur well for August and September for the Great Southern Footy
Oh.
League? Give us some decent weather, and we are going to put on a show over a 4-week period that everyone's just going to go, where's this football come from?
Yes.
This is absolutely brilliant, because this is the standard that's been set.
Yep.
And McLaren and Wollonga, and they'll meet again come finals time. And of course, now we're talking about Goa Port Elliot,
Yes.
who are at the bottom of the ladder mark at the moment, but you know, again, they made Mount Compass fight for their points last
That's
week.
right.
Yeah.
Went down by 60 points, but held them to 12 goals. But Daniel Fry's going well. Hauser, there are some, you know, Bates, Payne, Connolly, who's the late inclusion.
late inclusion.
So,
yeah.
so you know, they've got some players there that can really push it. So this is going to be, the game isn't going to go the Magpies' way. But it certainly will be entertaining, and the supporters there of the Magpies are certainly starting to get something to support.
Yeah. And
Of course, they'll be in it for maybe the first 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
The big guns.
McLeod will just show their strength. But again, like I said about Yank, it's great that they keep fronting up.
Yeah.
They keep having a go and giving their supporters something to look
Well,
at.
they were a proud footy club.
They were a proud
And
footy
you were
club.
talking
Yeah.
about Menengi before. They haven't
Yeah.
won a flag for 45 years.
Yeah.
Back in 1977. So that's a big drought there for the
Yeah.
Magpies. But at McLaren, other than Ellis, who's starting to hit, could he possibly win 3 male medals in a row? Could he possibly?
I think he will.
No, my
I
God.
think he'll go 3 in a row.
He's really going
The
nuts
hat-trick.
at them. He's going nuts at the moment.
He'll get the hat
The
trick.
umpires are just bloody scribbling his name in every week. But
Yeah.
but Vanderloo, Goodison, Ma is playing
Yeah.
good footy, and Merritt, of course, he's
Yeah.
popping up and kicking some goals too for McLaren. McLaren too good.
McLaren
Too
too good.
Too good.
Too good. And the next game is the Langhorne Creek versus Mount Compass, a beautiful Langhorne Creek. And this should be an interesting one, and hopefully that Hellier's back, and maybe the coach might return, because they were missing those guys last.
2 big outs.
With and throw in Matty Tonkin, so that's 3 big outs. But I'm not allowed to talk about the outs, but that's okay.
No, when you start to get that multitude of outs, I think you've got a fair.
And then our old mate suddenly gets a call up at 45 years old, Rowdy.
yeah.
Is he 45?
No, he's not 45, but
Oh, right.
and look, he plays like he's 25, so
Oh, right.
he
Okay.
gives his all, and he would love to have
Yeah.
played against Strathalbyn, and he would have hated the result. He would be one bloke that wouldn't want
Yeah.
to really talk to anyone. He'll take it pretty harshly. But you said about Matty Tonkin out. Scotty Tonkin stepped
Yeah,
right up
stepped-
again.
yep.
Troy Blackwell, fantastic form.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one that will pole male medal night mark without a shadow of a
But
doubt.
Mount Compass, their top 4 or 5 players are as good as anyone going around.
Yeah, and let's take our hat off to Klaus Simons.
Yeah.
What sort of a year is he having? He's
Yeah.
having a great year for Mount Compass.
And Corey Grove, I think
Yeah,
he's
he's-
always in the best players as well.
Yep, he's
And-
going well.
yeah.
And of course Ziggy and Tom
Yep.
Kunis and Tom Pinion playing well.
course.
They're of course the regulars and premiership players. So look, this game's going to. I don't know which way this one.
Bailey Han is one I've not ever talked about, but I've started to look at. He's only played 10 games, but he's been in their best players regularly.
Yeah, he's a disciplined unit, John.
Radio, thank you very much. I love a disciplined unit.
Yeah,
I just couldn't
someone you
find a
can
woman
coach.
like that.
I'll go the Creeks.
You'll go the Creeks?
I think the Creeks, when we came down here and calling a lot of the games, I used to love watching the Creeks a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Now, just because they're down a little bit, don't give them a second chance.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they have to win this one, mate.
They win this one, and they'll get in a bit of a roll
Yeah.
towards the end of the season.
Yeah, well, O'Day's going well. Mitch Cleggett, we like him. He's starting to get some touch after missing some footy. So, look, this is going to be a very good game. Mount Compass lose this, they're definitely finished. Langdon Creek, they'd want to win every game after that. But it's on for young and old, this game, and I think the Hawks will get up.
Yeah, all right, well, that's a wrap.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
Oh, hold on. I said Langdon Creek.
Did he know?
Did I, Mark? Could
I don't know, you guys, look, please.
Can you please get the
Rewind
replay
it back,
thing?
let's have a listen.
Yeah,
Call for the camera.
Yeah.
Let's have a
Well,
look.
anyway, look, we look
No,
forward.
hold on. You try to do this every week. The girls are out there training now. There's a girls' competition, Michael, in the GSFL, and they command a bit of respect. And two girls are in the under-15 state team. Lily Baxter, that originally played for Encounter Bay, but from Lutheran College, and also Emma Charlton, who is an absolute gun who plays for Wollonga. She's about 14 years old. I can't believe how good she is. And she's a TAC girl, and she's in the under-15 state team. Now, are we allowed to go on about the girls, Michael?
No, I think that's very good that those
Yeah.
two girls, we wish them all the best.
I love women's football.
But we also should mention, if we're talking about Jaden Magors playing state under 18 footy,
Yeah.
and also City Draper's going very well under 16.
Yes,
You know.
okay, well, that's your research. I'm researching the ladies. And this is
I'm not in control of this.
on the second last round, Bats, you should know, you write the program. McLaren versus Strath, 7:30 Friday night. I wonder how the Friday night games are going. I love these
They
Friday
are going
night.
nuts. Absolutely, everyone's rolling up to those games.
And I hope Tess Huxtable's in this academy or whatever it's called.
Get your
that
Flurio son. Gabby Huxtable gets the Flurio son for rowing in the United States,
Yeah,
by the way.
Courtney Maseki, they're going well, but they're playing against McLaren. Have got those little twins, not twins, they're very small sisters. The Flanagan Schobergs and Layla Rogers. They've got some good forward players, and I think this will be a good game. But McLaren will get up there. That's Saturday, Friday night. Gore Port Elliot versus Victor, 10:40 Sunday at Yank. That's the earlier rise to get over there. And it's great to see again Renee Moon back playing footy as a mother, and she was in the best players, and little Kerry Ann, her sister's going along beautifully as well.
Apparently she's a very good tackler.
Yeah, oh mate, I told you about that last week. I could not believe that bump she delivered. Have you seen any of the girls' games?
I haven't this year, unfortunately, but I love women's football.
Yeah.
I reckon every year they're just improving.
That's
The
it.
more
That's what I
work
say.
they get into themselves, the more confidence. Every year they're improving. It's a great
That's what I just keep telling people. Take it for what it is. They are 100 years or more behind,
Yeah.
and their growth is exponential.
Oh, it's
and
amazing.
their skill development.
Yeah.
So I'm selling the girls again.
You're doing well.
Yeah. Now Yank versus Wollonga Demons, 2:10, and that's over at Yank as well. That's the big game over there. So Yankalilla, I've told you before, Yankalilla have got some good players and some state players, but Wollonga are just full of,
Awesome, yeah.
Different
just a
level.
I've said it before, and I'll say it to Bats tonight, after the grand final, I would like to pick a side from every other side to challenge Wollonga in after the grand final game.
Oh, so you're saying it's all over?
And that will fire
Yeah.
McLaren Vale up,
Yeah.
and that will fire Gore up.
There've been
And
some
then you might-
some hot favourites beaten in grand finals over the years, John.
Rightio, well, Michael, I'm prepared to
Can't
take
help it,
on the
Bats.
challenge. What would you like me to do if Wollonga lose the grand final? I'll get a haircut for you.
Well, I don't know. I think it's Strathalbyn Oval. I think just a bit of a run round in your undies doing a lap after the game would do fine. Okay, that's
be no
enough.
chance of
That's
that.
had enough. Thanks a lot. We'll see you at the footy. Thank you, Mark Wilmatry,
no
for joining
worries.
us.
Yeah, fantastic
Go
to
footy.
have someone on that knows footy.
About time. Be there or be square.